Okay, so let's dive right into this explainer on using desert-sourced bentonite clay. For centuries, ancient civilizations literally considered mud to be a medical miracle. And today, we are cutting straight through all the modern skincare noise with this breakdown. Because let's be real, if you've been battling common frustrations like incredibly oily skin, stubborn acne, hyperpigmentation, or even hair loss, you already know how totally overwhelming the skincare aisle can be. Right? We're looking at a completely natural, ancient approach to these very modern problems, drawing directly from naturopathy and Ayurvedic principles to decode exactly how and why this specific type of clay actually works. Now, what's really interesting about this clay is that it's 100% pure, natural product with absolutely zero hidden chemicals. This is what's known as a premium Pelotherapy formula, and Pelotherapy simply means earth or clay therapy. It's designed for a total whole-body detox and brightening experience. It's really about utilizing what the earth naturally produces in its rawest form to completely reset your skin and your scalp. So, here is exactly how we're going to break this down today. We'll start by meeting Bentonite Bath Clay, then look at balancing Pitta for skin health. After that, we'll cover treating acne and hyperpigmentation, walk through a step-by-step facial application, discuss scalp care for hair loss, and wrap up with essential safety and precautions. Section 1. Meet Bentonite Bath Clay. Grounded directly in naturopathy principles, this is a highly concentrated formula that utilizes desert-sourced montmorillonite clay combined with Oryza sativa, which is a specialized rice extract. Because it's 100% pure, it's naturally vegan and gluten-free. Plus, it's completely unscented. And I gotta say, that is a massive win for anyone trying to avoid synthetic fragrances that just end up irritating compromised skin. Its primary directive is super simple: whole body detox support and brightening. It literally pulls out impurities while delivering natural trace elements right back into your skin. Section 2. Balancing Pitta for skin health. To understand why this clay clears up oily skin and acne, we really need to understand the Ayurvedic mechanics at play. In Ayurveda, our bodies are governed by doshas. Think of them as your underlying energy forces. So the crucial takeaway here is that when your Pitta dosha is aggravated, you experience excess heat in the body. Outwardly, this shows up as breakouts, excessive oil production, and hyperpigmentation. Your skin is essentially overheating and just overproducing sebum. Therefore, your ultimate goal for clear skin shouldn't be harsh chemical stripping. It's actually to cool, soothe, and balance that Pitta system right back to its baseline. And this perfectly illustrates how the clay acts as the ultimate solution for that aggravated Pitta. It has 3 very specific Ayurvedic properties. First is Sita, which is a cold potency. Then there's Ruksa, which is a dry property. And finally, Ropan, which is its healing nature. Basically, think of it like a fire extinguisher for your skin. The Sita and Ruksa naturally cool down that heat and dry up the excess oil, balancing out your pH levels, while the Ropan steps in to heal the damage that was left behind. Section 3. Treating acne and hyperpigmentation. Now, when we compare these treatment options side by side, it is absolutely fascinating to see how the root causes dictate the cure. If you've got active acne or really excessive oiliness, you are battling that aggravated Pitta and imbalanced pH. The clay tackles this head-on by absorbing the oil with its Ruksa or dry property and cooling the skin with its Sita property. But look at hyperpigmentation. That's actually caused by Pitta combined with sun or heat exposure. The clay treats this by combining the cold Sita property with its Ropan or healing property to effectively reduce the tanning and pigmentation. And for those incredibly stubborn acne scars, it relies entirely on that Ropan healing nature to repair the skin tissue. It's a targeted, multi-tool approach that just makes sense. Section 4. Step-by-step facial application. Okay, you might want to grab a pen because following these exact steps is absolutely crucial for maximum benefit, especially when we're creating a step-by-step guide targeting oily skin and acne. First, take just 1 single teaspoon of the bentonite clay. Next, add cold milk to form a smooth paste. Now, why cold milk specifically? Because it amplifies that Sita, or cold potency we just talked about, which perfectly targets that hot, oily Pitta energy. Apply the paste evenly all over your face and neck. And here is where a lot of people mess up. Only let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Seriously, don't walk around the house looking like a stone statue for hours. Finally, wash it off thoroughly with just plain water. Sticking to this exact routine minimizes the oil and helps significantly reduce acne scars without stripping your natural skin barrier. Section 5. Scalp care for hair loss. But hey, this clay isn't just for your face. Just like with acne, Ayurvedic medicine views hair loss as an outward sign of an internal dosha imbalance. Only this time, it's an imbalance of both Vata, which is the energy of air and dryness, and Pitta doshas. The cold and healing properties of the clay, the Sita and Ropan, actually work to balance both of these doshas directly at the scalp level, and that is what helps control the hair shedding and loss. Now, the hair routine does have some distinct differences from the facial routine, so pay close attention to these measurements. You're going to need slightly more, about 1 to 2 teaspoons of the clay. This time, you can mix it with milk, rose water, or even coconut oil to form your paste. Apply it directly to the scalp and hair. Unlike your face, you want to keep this on significantly longer, about 30 minutes. Then, you wash it out with lukewarm water rather than plain cold water. For the absolute best results in controlling hair loss, you'll want to repeat this remedy 2 to 3 times a week. Section 6. Essential Safety and Precautions. Because this is a highly concentrated, biologically active remedy, we absolutely must cover some essential safety tips, especially for those of you with sensitive skin conditions. A lot of people with sensitive skin run away from clays thinking they're just going to be way too harsh. But the crucial takeaway here is that you don't have to skip the treatment, you just need to adapt your mixing agent. If you have hypersensitive skin, always mix the clay with milk or another deeply moisturizing substance. If your skin is excessively dry, skip the water entirely and mix the clay with glycerin or milk. This simple swap ensures you get all those amazing healing Ropan properties without overactivating the dry Ruksa properties, completely protecting your skin barrier. And I need you to hear this one, because these Ayurvedic properties are incredibly powerful. Here is a critical warning. Avoid applying this clay to your chest area if you suffer from any respiratory disorders, like asthma. Because the clay has such a strong cold potency, that Sita property we keep mentioning, applying it directly over your lungs can actually negatively impact your respiratory system. It's a really fascinating reminder that natural doesn't mean weak. This is highly potent stuff and it needs to be respected. So, we've unpacked the science of cooling your Pitta dosha, we've walked through the exact step-by-step facial application for oily skin and acne, and we've covered the essential safety precautions. Armed with all this knowledge, how will you use this completely natural, desert-sourced Pelotherapy to transform your own skin and hair routine? Because honestly, if a simple earth clay can outperform modern chemical treatments for some of our toughest skin issues, it really makes you wonder, what other ancient remedies are we completely overlooking?